Okay, so first of all, you might be wondering why I'm in this room and why it's pink behind me. Well, that's because I'm actually in a different room at the moment recording. That's because the studio is full of boxes because we're having our bathroom refitted. So at the moment, there's lots of stuff in the office slash recording studio. So I'm currently here. I'm going to be here for a couple of weeks, I imagine, until they finish what they're doing. So let's get down to business. My name is Stephen Dawes. This is Palace Core. Thank you for joining me. Please do consider subscribing for more Crystal Palace news, views and reviews. And I've just watched the press conference from Oliver Glasner. And it's good news and bad news. He said that Will Hughes has got a bruise on his bone, which he suffered after he had that knock in the last game, and he won't be available for the game against Aston Villa. He's actually going to be out injured for a few weeks, but he says he will be fit again for the pre-season training. So that's good news in that way. The other bit of good news is that Jeffrey Lerma is fit. He's done a bit of training. He hasn't done a huge amount of training, so I'm not entirely expecting him to start the game against Aston Villa, but I'm sure he will come on at some point. Apart from that, all the other team are fit. Of course, we know that Ahmada is suspended for this game because of the red card as well, so he won't be available. And pretty much from that point of view, that's the injury situation done and dusted, which is fantastic. It's probably one of the shortest injury news things I've done so far this season, so that's good news from that point of view. He was also talking to the press about various things, really, including the relationship between Michael Elise and Eze. And he said that, he was asked what's their relationship like off the field, because on the field, he said, this particular journalist said, it's very much like the old Wright and Bright era, which I guess it is in some ways. I mean, they complement each other really well, like those two did back in the day. And he said that they have a lot of fun together, and he said that for example, after training they had a short session today. They all came off the pitch, and those two were still on the pitch doing finishing and little tricks and stuff like that, and he just stood there and watched them. This was Oliver Glasner stood there and watched them, and he said, you can tell they really get on well together. They're great friends and all that kind of thing. So if there is a reason why one or either of them or both of them don't leave the club, it could be because of the other one. So you never know. I have to say that as this is the last game of the season, I do think we're going to lose Gahey. I think this will be his last game, which is a shame. But again, I wish him well. I think that he's been a fantastic player for the club, and he's an ambitious player. He's done what a lot of Liverpool young players have done, and that is Chelsea. A lot of Chelsea young players have done, and that is go to another club to prove themselves and to show what they can do, and then get another club after that. That's exactly what he's done, and I think he's done the right thing, because I don't think at Chelsea he would necessarily have had the opportunities. So I wish him all the well. But I don't think we're gonna be seeing him in a Palace shirt next season, which is a bit of a shame. There was a brief interview with Andersen. And he was asked about his future, and he said, well, I'm still on a contract, so I'm still at Crystal Palace. And he said he likes it at Crystal Palace, and he said that he's ambitious. Of course, he is ambitious, and he says ideally he wants the club to finish 7th or 8th or something like that. And he said if the club are ambitious and they're striving to do well, then he's happy to stay. So that's good news as well, because I think he is a very integral part of our defence, and not just our offence, also our offence. He's very good at passing the ball forward. So from that point of view, it's good that he is happy at the moment. I don't think he was always happy this season. I think there were times when he was probably very unhappy, but certainly under Oliver Glasner he seems to be a lot happier, and he seems to enjoy what Oliver Glasner wants him to do. So that's all good as well. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in the summer. But I'm sure that it's going to be ups and downs and rumour mills flying around. And of course, I will try to bring you as much as I can of the stuff that I know is, at least half true, if not completely true. So, but anyway, that's all of it really from the press conference today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think about the Will Hughes injury and the fact that Jefferson Lerma is coming back. That would be fantastic to hear. And I also want to hear your score predictions. My score predictions, it's going to be a tough game. Aston Villa are a good team. Unai Emery is a good manager, and they've been playing some good football lately, so I think that it's going to be a tough game. I'm thinking it's going to be 1-1. I don't think we're going to win this game. I think it'll be 1-1, which would be a bit of a shame to finish the season on that, but I think Aston Villa will be a very good team, and they'll be very hard to beat, so I'm going for a 1-1. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. What's your score prediction for the game? And this is it. This is the final preview of the season. But I'll see you after the game for the reaction. See you later.